Well, hello and welcome to Friday the 25th of April 2025, and me and Tony
Morning.
are off to RAF Hethel, which is near Wyndham in Norfolk. So Hethel, or RAF Hethel, was Station 114. It was built in 1941 and 1942 and came into operation under the, checks notes, 389th Bomb Group, US Army Air Force. So work commenced on Hethel in 1941 and it was completed in 1942. The 389th Bomb Group came over in 43 and began operations in June. Most of their 321 missions, however, were carried out from North Africa. So among the group's early missions was the raid to Ploiești in Romania on the oil fields. And that's where the first Congressional Medal of Honor was awarded posthumously to one of the crews. The 389th launched its first mission on the 7th of September 1943, but further detachments followed. It wasn't until October that the airfield became the group's permanent home. As I've said before, it launched 321 missions, and it wasn't until the end of the war that they started to suffer substantial losses. Now, in case you're wondering where I get my information from, one of the books I use is this little gem here. Ghost Fields of Norfolk. It's been out of print for a long time, but you can still get it in probably second-hand bookshops and charity shops and perhaps even the odd boot fair. Well, as you can see, we've arrived. We're actually at Hethel Wood, that's behind me, and I'll quickly show you our location. Opposite us is the Lotus Works, very posh. And you can probably hear in the background there what sounds like a Lotus running up. There is a test track over there, so that area behind us now, Lotus Works, is where the old airfield was. So we're going to go into the wood and see what's left for us to see. We've come through where the gate is to the museum, and you can see ahead of us we're actually on one of the old airfield roads. So we'll see where this takes us. Right, I've come down the end of that little road. That's where we came in, round that corner up there, and we've come across our first building. We've got a bit of concrete foundation here. I'm just wondering what this little building is here. Definitely wartime, or is it? I don't know. Let the camera adjust. Yeah. I've got a big hole in the ground there. It's certainly substantially built. What do you reckon it was this was then, Tone? It's post-war by the looks of that. It's a little bit modern, that brick, but yeah, not a lot of clues as to what this was. Window's fallen out. I can see another one over there in the distance there. Have a look at that one. Original frame somewhere in there, but yeah. Unusual, can't really see a lot. There we go, public footpath. Ding, ding, ding. And over there is the museum. It's closed today, unfortunately. Last time I come here must be 15 years ago. And here you can see here some of the old concrete path from the wartime airbase. Well, I think we're on the old domestic site here. Right, the museum's just behind. There's a little building there. I don't know what that is. That's definitely wartime, looking at the windows. And I think the first building we went into wasn't. Quite a lot of work been done to it. Yeah, impressive little building this. The old chapel by the looks of it. Right, as we've not planned anything today, I've done no research, I'm not really sure what these little buildings are that are in here. So you've got a collapsed building there, I think you can see it there. there in front of us. And there's another one just through the trees there. There's not a lot to see obviously because it's fallen down. But we're very close to the museum, so I think there's various sites on this site that's remaining. They go up to 1 to 6 I believe, so like I say, I apologise I haven't done any research, it's just a little visual country walk today. We come around the corner a little bit more and there's a lot of private land here, but if you look, this is private ahead of us, so I won't be going down there, but there's more concrete paths. I would imagine this is still from the war, from the base. There is a public footpath through here, so you are allowed in here. And we're going down this way. So it's a nice footpath, it's nice and wide. There's some funny shaped buildings here. I don't know what they are. And even if they're wartime. Yeah, it's remains of a blast shelter. Yeah, so this is definitely wartime, like the ones we saw at RAF Heath, but these would have had earth coming up to the sides of them here. So they're all blast shelters, definitely. Way in there, there's no way in there, so you come in and then just go either way. Don't know how many personnel you'd get in one of them. There's several on this site, so that would say there was quite a lot of buildings here. So the one we've just been to was over there, and this is the one next to it, and there's another one. This one's a great big tree growing out of it. Same again, open air blast shelter, entrance there, can't get in it, it's all really, really overgrown. It's good to see though. And again, all the mud that would have been up the side here, there's a little bit of it left. It's gone. So yeah, air raid shelters. So as we wind our way through the wood, we find a different type of air raid shelter. I can't remember what on earth the name of this one was. Anyways, it's basically a corrugated concrete underneath there, and on the top here is the escape hatch should the entrance get blocked. And have a little look down there. Yeah, you can see into it there. Right, so we've seen the escape hatch. Go and see the proper way in. See if we can see anything in here. That's the light. Ooh, a funny sound. Right there. Oh, it actually looks pretty good in here. So that's the escape hatch. People have been chucking stuff in over the years. So there's a better view from that end. Smart. And there's a little remains of a building here. Everything's... Oh, we're actually on a foundation here. Looks like it's a drain of some description, whether that's a toilet block or something, I'm not sure. But over there, I'm not going to bother looking at it again, but that's another surface blast shelter. And the remains of a building here. Yeah, no sign of what that used to be. I just spotted a World War II toilet seat. Exactly to see where we... So that would give the clue as to what this building was then, but... Yeah, unusual that. Didn't expect to see one of them still, but there's the foundations of another building. I said I weren't going to have a look at it, but I will have a quick look at it. It's a little bit of a different shape. Yeah, it's very small, this one, it's just one way in. Bit bigger area to hide in there. And you come round here, the same size again. So yeah, it's a different shape blast shelter. You can see a better view of that building over there now. Though. Right, we've come out of the wood now, and we're paralleling the road we came in on, and then we're going to start going back on ourselves at the lower part of the wood. Church Farm Hethel. Public footpath, so we're all allowed down here. God grief, that really is old. Absolutely marvellous. You don't see many buildings like that still standing. It is. I mean, this really is an old building. I mean, that's a new lamp. But you can just imagine it back in the day. Horse and cart. I don't know if that's original wood, but it certainly looks, it's riddled with woodworm up there. So that would sort of give it some age, but yeah, that's fantastic. I really like that. In there for a long, long time. You can actually see the old farm here. Beautiful old place, really, really old. Well, as we near the end of our walk, we come back across the Lotus Works, and if you look over there, some of these buildings, I don't know which one, is actually I think a T2 hangar. You can just see the top of that asbestos building there. That's probably the last complete building left from this base, from the war. Can't really see it properly, it's hidden behind that fence. But yeah, there's still a few of the old hangars, and over the fence there, or over in the works, is actually the test track and the old taxiways that are still in. Well, we hope you enjoyed our little video there about RAF Hethel, Station 114 of the 389th. So, if you liked it, please hit the like button somewhere down there, and don't forget to subscribe. Anyway, like I said, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, it is free, and put some comments in the box below. And of course, we'll see you on the next one. Cheers, bye bye.